Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. In this video, we're going to be doing a first impressions and we're also going to be doing a 10-hour wear test. We're going to be testing how the concealer wears and also how it transfers because it is claiming to be transfer proof and I intend to put it to the test, okay? I'm super excited to get into it. I cannot wait to tell you whether this concealer is worth your time and money. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Before you leave though, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get started. I'm starting this video in a little bit of a weird mood because my chin has more pimples than I care to count because I am having some sort of reaction to wearing a mask all day at work. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know the story. I have not been wearing makeup to work, so the makeup under the mask is not what's causing the reaction because I haven't been wearing any. I must be allergic to the fabric or something. I bought cotton masks, so hopefully that will help in the future. But yes, that's basically what's been going on lately. So if I'm in a little bit of a funky mood, it's because my face is making me angry. Here is the new Makeup Forever concealer. It is called the Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. It is a high coverage multi-use concealer. I got it in the shade 2.5 because I looked at pictures online and I thought that would be my shade. So let's see. So far so good. It has a jumbo applicator. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Alright, here it is. So it has one of these jumbo ones and just some nice standard Makeup Forever packaging. Makeup Forever never goes super all out with their packaging. They are a professional artistry type of line, so they keep most of their packaging black, but I've never found it to be bad packaging. Things are always sturdy and nice. I'm a little concerned that the 2.5 is going to be a little bit too dark. Okay, it's not too dark as in like for my chin problem, for instance, and things like that, because it's kind of like the color of my skin. But because it is the color of my skin, it's not going to brighten my under eyes. That is okay though, so we are just going to try it. And I thought because we're going to be using a Makeup Forever concealer, I also was going to use a Makeup Forever primer and the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation, which I love. So we'll be doing a little bit of Makeup Forever complexion today. I don't think I have blush or bronzer from them, so I'll have to use something else for those steps, but that's okay. With complexion products, I always like to read the claims so that I know what to expect and what their advertising is, and I can tell you whether or not it worked that way for me. So let me go to Sephora and find this new concealer's claims. It has 6 reviews and it's already highly rated. It says it is a waterproof concealer with a creaseless, transfer-proof, natural matte finish. We are going to put the transfer-proof claim to the test because I'm not at work today, but I will be going to work tomorrow and I will be wearing my mask, of course. So we're going to be testing exactly how transfer-proof this baby is. Okay, so like we discussed, it is a full coverage matte finish liquid formulation. Now the cool thing is that it's saying that it's good for normal, dry, combination and oily skin, so a matte concealer that is good for all skin types. If you have ever watched any of my videos talking about complexion products, my claim is I'm always super dry, and I am. However, for some reason this summer has been so much humid than any other summer I feel like I've lived in Georgia. And my skin has been getting oily on the T-zone area. I think my chin's a little oilier. So I could probably say I have more normal to combination skin right now. My skin changes like crazy with the weather. I used to not have dry skin when I lived in Florida. Let me read you the rest of the claims. It says this full coverage blurring concealer is waterproof, sweat-proof, transfer-proof. Again, we'll see. And delivers up to 24 hours of wear. It is also lightweight and airy. The blendable multitasking formula comes with an extra large applicator and precision tip for use all over the face to spot, conceal, correct under eye circles or contour. So you can use it for anything. The color I chose is, like I said, more like my skin color. I am going to be putting it underneath my eyes as well. Now that we know absolutely everything there is to know about this concealer, let's go ahead and start putting it on. The first product I'm going to put on is this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is their hydrating primer. I've used this one quite that was a lot. I've used this primer before and I really like it. And now that the primer is applied, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation, which I absolutely love. And I'll be applying it with a beauty blender. My Reboot Foundation shade is the Y225, which will probably be the exact same shade as this concealer. We'll see. Let me put you guys a little closer. I don't know why we were so far away. So I'm just putting this foundation on. My chin is bad, you guys. Look at that. Even though I'm testing this concealer tomorrow, I'm not going to be putting makeup on my chin. That's just for today's video, and as soon as I'm done recording this, I'll go wash it off because I don't want to make my face angrier. Alright, so here is the Reboot Foundation on. The Reboot Foundation is like on the light side of medium coverage, so you can still see some redness peeking through right here on my cheek. I haven't put anything underneath my eyes. You can still see like some redness coming through my breakouts here. So we're going to go ahead and test this concealer now by putting it underneath my bare under eyes and then anywhere else that I feel like I need coverage. I'm really hoping it's the same color as the foundation and not darker, because that would be bad. So I went ahead and cleaned off a little bit there because I don't want to do too much. I don't know how much I need. I'm going to do that, I guess, and I'm going to blend it in with this sponge. That was really nice coverage immediately. I'm going to do a couple more dots there. I'm going to do some on my cheek. Alright, I guess this is what we're going with, so I'm just going to tap that in. I do think it's a little bit darker than my foundation color, but again, that's okay. Look at the difference between the concealed side and the non-concealed side. I can tell you guys right away that I don't know what type of witchcraft is in this formula, but I don't feel like it's drying. So far, it's not creasing. I feel like it just like smooths on really nicely. And I even feel like I might not need to set it at all. And you can see the coverage. Look at that huge difference. Let me lower the light for you so you can see. Alright, I left the light a little bit lower than usual because I feel like it looks more natural, more real on camera this way. I'm going to do the same thing on here. This cheek needs a little less coverage because it wasn't red underneath like this one was. And I'm patting it in all the way in this inner corner and then a little bit over my eyelid as well. We'll definitely see how it wears today and tomorrow throughout the day, but I'm very impressed right away with this formula because it covers everything, but it feels so lightweight. I feel like it's not creasing and it has so much coverage. If I love it, I'm definitely going to also get a lighter shade because this one is not like a highlight shade for me. Okay, I'm going to get some more concealer and I don't want to like put it over where I'm breaking out, so I'm going to put it on like the other side of the sponge and then from here go over these breakouts. It covered a lot down there. Obviously, we can still see all the little bumps, but I think I'm done applying it, so let me get closer up to the camera and look up and down and all of that. I have not set it with anything. If it's creasing, it's like a minimal amount. Any other concealer would be super creased by now because I applied it like 3-4 minutes ago. Alright guys, here I am. I'm going to look down and I'm going to look up. It literally has the tiniest little crease underneath my eyes, and that's just because like with the shape of my eye, I have a line underneath both eyes right there that's like not super fine. I think it's like a little deeper, and so it did crease in that little line a teeny tiny bit. So I think what I'm going to do is just set it right there with a minimal amount of powder because I don't feel like I need to powder a lot, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm going to do it with an eyeshadow brush because I really need very little. I'm going to smooth it out and then set it. Just right there. Same thing on this one. And a little bit on the eyelid as well. Okay, so that is it right there. I really don't feel the need to powder anymore. So let me just go ahead and continue with the makeup application. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in medium. And I'm applying it with the M437 by Morphe. I like to always start by the cheeks for some reason, and I take it all the way up here to like the top of my ear. I'm doing the sides of my nose as well with a little bronzer and the same brush. Nothing super precise. And my forehead I do all around because she is big, so the bronzier the better. And I'm going to do my jaw as well. With a blending brush for my eyes, I'm going to grab some more of that bronzer and I'm going to put it on the crease of my eye, just back and forth with windshield wiper motions. Whenever I don't do any eyeshadow, I like to do this because it just kind of contours the eye nicely. It gives it a little something something, you know? And I think it looks nicer than having your eye be bare, and it takes no time at all. I'm going to do a little underneath. Same big fluffy brush, it does not matter. I think this eye brush had a little bit of a yellow pigment left in it because the bronzer looks more yellow on my eyes. Whoops. For a peachy blush, I'm going to grab this one from this Wet n Wild duo. I like it because it's super glowy. As always, the links to everything I'm using on my face are going to be down in the description box, so if there's anything you're wondering about, go check it out. And I'm just patting the blush on with the E4 brush from Morphe. I love this brush for blush. And lastly, for highlighter, we're going to use some good old Champagne Pop. This is my original Champagne Pop highlighter from when it first released. As you can see, very well loved, and you better believe I have a backup because it was supposed to be limited edition when it came out like 5 years ago, so I bought 2. So I'm going to put it on up here. That is a little bit too much glow. I never thought I would say that, but that is a little too much glow. A little update on the concealer. I just checked and it still looks intact. So I'm going to go off camera right now to put on some mascara, and I'll be right back to finish things up. Okay, I'm back, and not only do I have some mascara on, but I also have some lips on. I definitely did my lips on camera and then realized that I wasn't recording, so you missed it, I'm sorry. I'm wearing the Iconic Nude lip liner by Charlotte because you can't stop me. And then I put on the Platform 9 3/4 gloss over it from my Harry Potter collection. I loved both glosses that I tried on this collection. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video on a Harry Potter collection that came out at Ulta. It was the video I posted before this one. I'm going to link it up there if you guys are interested. Let me show you up close what the concealer is looking like. I've now had it on for probably 45 to 50 minutes, so that way you guys can see what it looks like after a little while. Here we are, up close again. How you doing? Okay, so let me look up. Look down. I cannot believe how lightweight and how non-drying this concealer feels for a matte full coverage concealer. I've definitely never loved one of those before, I can tell you that much. So I'm very impressed by it. Now, as far as the full coverage, I feel like I see some of my under eye shadows coming through it a little bit. So because I'm breaking out so bad, I don't want to have this much makeup on for a long time. I will see you guys tomorrow morning when I show you what I did as far as concealer is concerned. We'll do a 10-hour wear test tomorrow, and I'll tell you all of my thoughts and whether or not this concealer is worth your time and money. So even though you guys will see me in a second, I will see you tomorrow. I hate my morning voice so much. I've been awake for like an hour now and I still sound like this. Anyways, why? It's the next day and I went ahead and applied concealer literally all over my face except for my chin. I didn't put anything there. We talked about my mask face situation. So I definitely skipped my chin, but I have concealer all over my cheeks. Like, that's literally everything that I applied. I went ahead and put on a little bit of magic cream, and then with my Makeup Forever concealer I did my cheeks, my forehead, and underneath my eyes. I haven't put any powder on it, and I was debating whether or not I should. I just looked in the mirror and I do have to do a little powder because it does crease a little bit, so I'll do that. And I'm going to use my Pat McGrath one. I guess I'll lower the light one more time and show you guys what things are looking like. Let's see, there we go. Ignore my chin. That's my under eyes. and the rest of the face that is concealed. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on, not even bronzer, because at the end of the day I'm about to put on a mask that like this is like all you'll see. So let's go ahead and start this wear test. I will see you guys at work. Alright, I just got to work. I have like 5 minutes to get in, and this is my mask. I bought it at Target yesterday. It was like $4 for two, and it's 100% cotton, so I'm really hoping it'll help with that. And now we're going to test the transfer proof-ability of this concealer. Can you still hear me? Oh my god, I feel like nobody can hear me. I'm suffocating in here. Oh god. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Okay, it's 3:40 now, and I came to my car to have lunch. So let's see. I have peeked, and things have transferred. So you can see it there. It's not fully transfer proof. Even though it's transferred, I would say it still looks good. There's definitely nothing left on my nose though. The nose is gone. But I feel like overall things still look decent. It's not super matte anymore. I feel like my natural oils have come through a little bit. I'm going to enjoy my lunch break in the peaceful and quietness of my car. Now you guys know that we did transfer a lot of it. It's okay though. It's okay. I will see you guys later. I'm back home. It's exactly 8 o'clock right now, and as far as it being transfer proof, it definitely isn't. You can see how much makeup is on the inside of my mask here. And as far as my final thoughts and review, do I like it? Yes. Is it exceptional? No. Is it my new favorite concealer? It's not. I actually kind of like it on my face rather than underneath my eyes a little better. I'm about to show you what it looks like after like 10 hours of wear underneath the eyes and on my face up close. It definitely wore off in the middle of my cheeks with the mask and my nose for sure. But on the forehead, it looks really nice. And I don't know, I'm just not wowed by it. I don't think it's the most matte concealer I've ever tried. It's also not the one with the most coverage. It's not the one that looks the best underneath my eyes out of all of the ones that I've tried. So to be brutally honest, I just don't see anything special with it. If you guys want some concealer recommendations from me, and I'll link these below so that you guys can go check them out. My favorite concealer for underneath my eye are the YSL Touche Éclat Full Cover Concealer, not the regular one, the full cover. I love that one. That's the little pen that you always see me applying. The Pat McGrath concealer is amazing. I absolutely love that one. And for a more affordable alternative, I like the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. So I will link all three of those below. I will also link this one in case you guys are still interested in it. I feel like personally the only instance in which I would recommend this concealer is if you have dry skin but you're looking for a mattifying concealer that is not going to dry you out, because it is a matte finish and it's not drying at all. It does work for dry skin. So I feel like that would be the only category in which I feel like it's better than other concealers I've tried. But other than that, check out the other ones that I'm telling you about, because I think that you will really love them. Alright, so let me do one last close-up so you can see exactly what my forehead and under eyes look like. Disregard the mask part. We know it's not transfer proof, but you won't see much there because it came off. Light down. Underneath my eyes, it did crease a tiny bit, but not much. As far as the creasing underneath my eyes, it's just like a little tiny bit of creasing. I feel like that happens to me with every concealer that I've ever tried. So that really does not bother me much. I just don't find it outstanding. Alright, I hope you guys like this video. If you do, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet before you leave. I love you guys, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!